Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Audio Show. Today we have a great show for you. We're going to have My Shared Studio, and they are in the beta process of their products. So it's going to be an exciting show, and you're going to learn a lot about what these guys are doing. Some great stuff. Let's get this show on the road. Hi, guys. How's it going?
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Hi. So I'm here with Edouard Lauret. Lauret. Sorry, you see, that's not good. That's starting on the left foot. And then we have Baptiste Janvore. Am I saying that correctly? Very well. Okay,
Yes.
so 1 for 2. That's not too bad. You know, it could be worse. That's good. And guys, I need to congratulate you. You're in beta process of My Shared Studio.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
No worries.
Yeah, we released. So it's been a month. We released
Yes,
a month ago. Yeah.
That's really good.
And yeah, thank you.
Hey, no worries. This is very interesting for me because usually we talk to people who are kind of in the process of bringing their stuff to being released. So you guys have some kind of a release. And I also have seen your product. The people at home didn't see it yet. So maybe you explain just a moment, what is My Shared Studio?
So My Shared Studio is a collaborative platform for audio production. The goal we want to achieve is to offer to producer, musician, or any actor of audio projects the ability to collaborate and to offer their audio services in real time in the cloud.
Well, okay, that's pretty cool. Edouard, so you're saying basically for musicians to collaborate in production.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
for
real-
musician first. Sorry, Edouard.
No, you guys, we're all friends here. You can just cut me out and each other. Don't worry.
In the first time, we want to reach the musicians, but with Codio, we have seen that that many people would like to test this solution, like podcasters, like book editors, audiobook editors, in fact, and maybe we can reach more people and help more people to collaborate with the sound in the center of their
process.
project. Yes.
That's pretty interesting. I remember because I had a great opportunity to see your product in action, and I remember your recording. You're basically having some kind of a recorder where you interact with people remotely. The recording is happening on your computer,
Locally,
Yes.
yeah.
and for the other person, it's also happening. It's recording on his computer or her, or you know. And
Yes.
what happens after the show is over? The recording button. You stop the recording.
So we share the state of the project in real time.
Mhm.
So it's some data, the region begins here, it left here, and when it stopped recording, the audio file is being uploaded in our servers, and our servers widespread the file to the other connected user.
That's interesting.
It's a cloud-based solution. Like, in fact, the local recording allows to have the best quality for the sound, and you don't have the artifacts or the glitch you can have in the sound on the streaming. So the moment you stop the recording, the file is uploaded on the cloud.
And that means that if I am having a session with somebody, I can just close the recording, exit the program. The cloud is already doing the stuff for itself. I don't have to keep my Shared Studio open so the transfer will happen.
You have to
have
let
to.
the transfer, the upload end before you.
I'll rephrase
With
because it's not closing My Shared Studio. Say because there are some solutions on the market which I'm not doing. I'm not giving anybody advertisement, so I'm not going to say. But it's the well, except for you guys, maybe. So the problem that I found with solutions existing in the market is that you have a session with somebody and you have to ask this person not to go away, not to close his computer. So if he doesn't have to close his computer with your solution, that's one thing, but he can leave the session, just so I know.
So the uploaders, the recorder, the recording guy, have to keep the software open until the upload is finished.
Okay.
But the other don't for now. We
That's
can
pretty
think
good.
about some features for an offline uploading, but it's not in the pipe for now.
That's very good. That's actually cool. That's innovative. Wow, guys. Very
There's
nice.
the point where the platform is on the web browser, so you have to keep your web browser open to the file to be uploaded.
That's pretty cool. And I'm going to assume that you thought about this before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So that's
It's
already
been,
even more innovative, I must say. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
We didn't wait the pandemic to code it.
No, that's good. That's good. Which actually is my next question. Like, how did you think about it?
Good question.
So we used to play a music game
Yes.
in order to remain creative in music, and a friend of mine call it prod games, and the principle was to produce a part of the composition in a given time and to transmit what we have been done to a friend or to a collaborator, so that he could add his own touch, and all included in a loop of several musicians, so that everyone could add a personal note and some kind of exquisite corpse musical game. Sending files and the technical disappointment that may occur in this type of exercise, we decide to think about an application allowing to compose music in a shared sequencer online and real time. We thought, it could be very interesting to do that, and we look at ourselves and we said, but why don't we do that? And
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Yeah, in the garage, and here we are.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. So, question: did the maybe the will to be a part of the music industry play a part? I mean, working with musicians. You guys are probably musicians. I saw the guitar there.
Yeah.
You also said.
I used to be a musician and a producer, audio producer.
Wow, cool.
I'm a software engineer too, so
good combo.
Yeah. How do I say that? I used to work. I used to work in audio industry, but I didn't know how to enter this kind of game, and
it's kind of the back door.
It's kind of a back door. Yeah,
that's cool. No, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Do you guys see the value of being a part of this? Audio is a different thing, but the music industry, because a lot of people are saying kind of like Spotify, it's ruining the music industry. The labels here, productions there. I don't know. Are you excited about it?
Yes, we are, and we have seen some. We have some concurrents who had been bought by Spotify, and we see there is a lot of people interested by the podcast at this time, and the pandemic plays in that too, because a lot of people start to not only to watch content, but hear content. You can make something beside it, and so we see the concurrent.
You see the value. There's a lot of value.
The value is a good thing when we see that, and we can talk about Clubhouse too, which is a social network growing very fast in North America, and it's all around audio topic. So
definitely.
So let's go. It's a good thing.
Let's go. Yeah, definitely, guys. Hey, I understand completely. By the way, don't get me wrong. 2021 seems to be the year of audio or something. 2020.
Yes.
Yeah, so seems to be like it.
The pandemic has opened the mind of people on the remote need subjects too, and in every impacted business, and included audio production, of course.
I want to give you thesis of mine about this because, everybody's like kind of talking about the pandemic, and that's true. Don't get me wrong. We're all experiencing that together. But on the other hand, you guys are saying, we thought about this before.
Yes.
A lot of people thought about this before. A lot of people said, well, audio is going to get bigger and bigger with time. Podcasting, other stuff, you have Spotify, you have all that. I'm going to say, it's more of a social thing, I think we guys are in the same age. I'm just going to throw it out, kind of the same age group.
Yes.
And, if something I know about millennials like myself or that generation is that we don't really like to work like people did. I love to work, but I don't enjoy doing the dishes. I'd love to hear a podcast while I'm doing it,
Yes.
I just, why work harder if you don't have to, So, has a lot to do with like the people. And, did you ever think about that? Because I see you guys are, you guys are the same age. You do music together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have other people you're working with that's kind of like a part of this industry that are, or is it just you two?
Yeah.
And
a lot of people, a lot of our friends.
Yeah. So it is a social thing.
Yeah, I used to be a musician, and we both come from Reunion Island, and
it's kind of far away.
Yeah, it's far away, and we have a lot of contacts, a lot of producers and musicians, and from a point at a point at the start, I don't know how to say it.
No. Yeah, all good.
We wanted to collaborate, but at distance, and we search for tools. We transfer. We use some mails, and it's not really adapted, and we didn't find any tools adapted for this kind of thing, for this.
Was it because of the latency?
Way.
The latency probably plays a part, right?
No,
not
it's
only,
not.
not only.
Oh, okay.
It's about latency we can't. Music is subjective, and you have to communicate. You have to understand. You have to see the guy who you play with, and this kind of thing. It was impossible at the time, and it's very
unique. It's a unique situation. It's not easy to just bring people to a virtual space. Which brings me to another question to you, by the way, to both of you guys. I have seen an older version of My Shared Studio, but I still wonder, what is the unique proposition of My Shared Studio, except for, of course, the audio quality. What do you achieve better than others, except for what we already talked about? Because I know there's something there.
In fact, we have how to say it, an working environment in the timeline, and the fact is, like Edouard said, the music is subjective, and when you have to make some feedback on an audio, you have to take a mail, pick all the timings, put more bass, put more drums, or other thing like this. And we had the idea to make a to-do list project management. In fact, we have a project management in the timeline.
Wow.
And you can pick, like you put a comment on SoundCloud, for example. You can put in the right timing. You can put a to do. In fact, you can assign it to people in the project. You can make a due date, a priority, and
So you have
this kind of thing.
Music co-working space, basically, a virtual co-working space.
So workflow enhancement.
Wow. Wow, that's really okay. So this part of that I didn't see back then when we did we took a look at that, and that's pretty interesting. I mean, this is new?
No, this is not new. This is the kind of features that we wanted to release when we start to release our product.
Oh wow!
And we think it's the heart of of my share studio to permit people to collaborate with an work environment that everyone became familiar with this pandemic, for example, and it permits just to.
No, all good.
I don't know how to say that.
It's okay. No, I think the message has come through, but it enables people. It empowers their work. It makes their work, especially in this kind of a situation, makes their work possible. Well, I mean, in the pandemic, because you have to think of it as if there were no pandemic, because this is when you thought about it. So it still is. It saves money. It definitely, I can tell you that. Hey, if it enables you the possibility to work with people in different countries. It's something you wouldn't be able to do as a musician, if you wouldn't have the money to go through countries, it's not a podcast, I can just record my part, he records his part, or like audio, kind of like audio studio that needs, it has to have a live content to it.
Yes.
Kind of continuous delivery in a sense. I get that. And actually, I'm really interested to know if this is something you're thinking about as a service or as a buy, kind of like people will be able to buy it, or you're doing a service?
More as a service. The Measure Studio is a software as a service. So yeah, and this take us to begin to think about a service marketplace too.
Yes.
And we think a lot about this, and today we have I touched the micro. Today we have the tool which permits to collaborate, but in the future, you
guys complete each other's works. You guys are practically brothers, No, that's good. That's good.
Since
we know each other
middle school.
Yeah.
So I have. Sorry, am I cutting you?
No, go.
So because I see you guys have such a connection, and which one of you? There's always in every duo there is this. One's more the programmer, one's more the business guy. Which one is you?
I'm definitely the programmer, and we don't.
And I'm definitely the designer, but not the business guy. In fact.
Yeah, so there is a third guy that we're not,
yes.
or you guys. Okay, so there's more to my shared studio than. Okay, no, that's good.
We began both the development of my chat studio, and a guy who is named Gilles will work with us in
The business
future.
side.
in
Yeah.
the next month.
That's cool. Don't get me wrong. And by the way, to the design, very slick design, very,
Thanks.
very, yeah. So, which is actually something you don't see in many of the quicker startups in that sense. So, yeah,
Yeah.
my hats off to you. And for the programming,
Thank
I've
you.
seen it works. So again, hats off. It's off to Edouard.
Yeah, there's a lot of bugs to correct, but
Like everywhere, but
Yeah, like everywhere.
it's
Yeah.
a kind of a big challenge to code a DAO in the web browser, in fact. And for that, Edouard is a is a very good coder.
No,
thank
that's
you.
that's good. That's good. Quick, quick question there, because I did want to talk about business in that sense. I'm still gonna ask you because I think it's important. I remember that was a very long time ago because I didn't do music at that time, but I was friends with a band of friends, and we used to keep helping them because they wanted to release a disc. They wanted to release a record. And it was they were doing gigs, and they needed money all the time because it was a lot of money back then to release a record. It still is, everything costs money. It's okay. And what I learned from it is that, musicians start young. If you have it in you, you have it in you. You start young, and is service really kind of like a model that also fits? I wouldn't say young, but I mean people who are less able don't have a lot of money, like from your perspective.
Yeah. With the advent of digital technology in music production, it's no longer necessary to invest in expensive and analog equipment to record music and process audio. A microphone and a sound card connected to a computer is enough to recreate amateur or semi-professional environment for low investment, or even professional for slightly more substantial investment. So it's difficult today to determine whether a music track was created in a professional recording studio or in a home studio of an artist, and today a multitude of these tools are massively used by different actors and amateurs in various ways. So it's definitely adapted to all kind of actors.
Yeah, that's pretty much on point. Maybe a bit another question about that to Baptiste.
Yeah.
I remember also a part of like past experience, Pro Tools, or like, the old heavy hitter editing tools who are very complex. I see your way of going at it is simple, which is good.
Yes,
But
we
does it
focus the simple editing features first.
That's great. That's amazing. I'm glad about that. Don't get me wrong. It is a decision though that you made, because sometimes people interpret simple as not as strong, not as robust. I consider it innovative. But was this a decision that you make does this also mean the type of people you're appealing to, or you're appealing to everybody?
In fact, there is two factors. The fact that all the big solutions on the market, like Pro Tools, are very heavy solutions, and they are developed since a long time ago, and we can't fight. We can fight for this. This is the first factor, and then we have to focus simple editing behaviors and needs to make. In fact, yes, the UI and the UX, the experience more intuitive, and yes, we focus certain features to for to yes
No, don't worry about it.
To
Yeah,
speak
yeah.
Can take your
to
time.
everyone, in fact.
That is good. That is, I think. By the way, this comes close to the next question because robustness and is something that's also in video that you see that because Avid has the media
Yes,
producer and
I know.
and I know that this is why the question because I know you said that you come from video actually from a
Yeah.
business perspective before. Is this a consideration in My Shared Studio? I don't know if you have video now, but not for production. Because how do you create a collaborative space when you also can't see other people, or you say it's an audio only experience? Is this a part of your business strategy, or how does this come into your decision?
Video is a kind of tricky thing in a web browser, and we can have maybe a feature like just a video player, not an editing tool for video because it's very heavy. And we can reach people who make music on video, for example, and with just a video player, you can have a visual reference for your composition, and this could be a feature to very useful for maybe producers and video producers, in fact. And with all the collaboration tools we put in place, this could be a very useful thing, but not the video editing itself, because it's too loud on the cloud. You can put some audio. It's not
even for production. It's more problem. So people will see each other, or like how can I say? I remember from the BBC, I saw a webinar where they took part, where the audio engineers complained since the pandemic that sometimes they get the audio wrong because the talent or the interviewee has his microphone like this, starting, or like that, or like, it happened to them once or twice, and they can't see the talent. Only afterwards in Twitter they saw they had the microphone wrong, so the audio was bad and they didn't know why.
Yeah.
So like this is a part of my question, because in a co-working experience that is audio only, you need to have thought out. That's why I'm very impressed with what you guys are saying with with notes and email and everything in one place. Basically, you're putting this in so you wouldn't have to put video.
But we have video. We have video in a way that we have a video conference integrated. So it's like that. The goal we want to achieve here was to replace the talkback button on every studio, and we can talk in real time. We can see guys in real time.
It's really smart.
And that's how we how to say that?
All good. No, I think I understand what you mean. It's the experience. It's a virtual experience. You can't have the full virtual experience if you don't have the visual interaction as well.
Yeah, that's how we get around it. Yeah.
That actually makes sense to me, and it doesn't take away the audio aspect of your product. It still is an audio first product.
Yeah, of course.
No, that's pretty cool. I think you guys are on a very good track, by the way. I'd love to have it. And I'll talk to you definitely, I can tell you that, especially with Codio. And actually, this brings me to the next question. You guys are part of Codio. I actually met you guys before and saw a demo of your product through Codio. How is Codio supporting you in that sense? Because just so you know, the last, I think, 2-3 shows we had were people that are potential customers, so I'm saying I'm repeating themes because it's all connected. How do you see it?
Yeah.
Take turns.
Okay. So Codio can help us. If you help someone on the subject in Codio, the day you need help, you can find someone who can help you too. And moreover, you can acquire know-how. And as the only developer of the startup for now, my head is constantly into the code, thinking about how to fix bugs, how to implement future functionality. And sometimes it's worth it to take a step back, exchange with people who are in the audio field on technical issues. And maybe the problem is not a technical problem. Maybe the customer needs are not exactly what I expected. Maybe the solution we have correspond to another type of user we didn't think about. It permits us to open up our field of possibility on the B2B market.
That's pretty cool.
Create synergy
cool.
with actors we didn't think about. Yeah.
Happy to help. Baptiste?
Yes, but in fact, at the beginning, it was a solution for musicians only, amateur or maybe semi-professional musicians. And then we met Codio, and so we saw that the field could be very large, in fact. And we see audio technicians, like I said before, the audiobook editors, the journalists too,
Definitely.
and, podcasters, and in fact, we didn't thought about this kind of use of our solution. So Codio was very good to open our eyes on this, and to make a very good network with very good people.
That's really cool. Hey, happy to, of course, be a part of it. And hey, that, hopefully we'll see each other in person after this terrible pandemic.
Yes,
I mean,
too.
Could drink a beer.
Yeah, exactly. And that brings me just before the last question, because we're wrapping up. But you guys are in Montpellier, or?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're part of the...
We live around Montpellier, but yeah.
All good to me. I mean it. I hear it's a great city. I hear
Excuse
it's.
me.
Oh no,
Sorry,
all good.
there is a cat.
It's okay. Hey, bring him in. Bring him on the podcast. Bring him. No, that's cool. Montpellier. I hear it's a great city.
Yeah, it's very dynamic city, very young city, and for the business, it's a very good city too, in fact. And we are kind of discovering this side of business, and it's a very dynamic city for this too.
That's really cool. Yeah, definitely. Once the pandemic's over, I'll visit. I mean, I owe it to Benoit. I owe it to everybody. And of course, that's the last part of our show. Beers. Come on, guys. Let's talk beer. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. What's your favorite?
I go for it. Yeah.
Please continue.
How do I say this? Chauvinist? As a chauvinist, I would tell you
bad boy. You're a chauvinist. That's what you're saying. No. All good.
I would tell you La Dodo. Yeah, La Dodo is French blonde beer from Rhode Island.
I have to taste. I have to. I apologize. I don't know all the French beers. I don't have a lot of taste.
Me neither.
even in France, it's not a very.
So you're saying really it is. Wine is, of course, more prominent in France. Yeah, that's clear. But still, people.
There's a lot of beers, the good beers too.
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
But for my part, I love the Chouf, for example.
I actually know that one.
Yeah.
Is it Dutch? No, sorry, Belgian.
I think
it's maybe
Belgian.
Maybe it's Belgian. Oh, it's Belgian.
I think
it's a great one. It's definitely a great. It's rich. It's kind of like unfiltered. If I remember, it's kind of a really heavier one. If I know.
A lot of flavor too.
Yeah, I like those too. Yeah.
Do you know Codio? Do you know Codio? It's a Belgian beer too. And,
I think I've heard the name, but I don't think I've because Benoit is the real expert here. I just do what he recommends, but no, it's difficult. In Germany, Munich has a law It's called the Reinheitsgebot. It's basically an old law that says what can be a beer and what can't be a beer.
Okay.
And it actually is, they actually follow the law. It's Germany, the law's the law. It's like can't discuss that. So if you have like a certain type of fruits, or it uses an extract of a fruit, you can't buy the beer sometimes. So it's so that's I think I import sometimes, and if I buy from a store like that, so I think a Codio, if I'm not mistaken, and again, I'm not the biggest expert here, it might contain some stuff that you can't buy it here. And I have a guy here that kind of like buy the beer from. But you learn something new every day. So.
Yes. There's a fun fact about Codio.
Really?
Because this beer is brewed during full moons only.
Kidding me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
And they say that it gives a special taste.
Wow.
For my part, it tastes like a strong beer. But
now I have to try it.
It's a Beowulf beer.
You better be careful. Watch out. Get extra drunk. I don't know. Kind of like grow hair. Maybe I get my hair back. Something like that.
maybe a miracle brewing.
Yeah. Well, if that be the case, that'd be great. But I can tell you guys, great talk. Hey, thank you guys so much, and definitely bring you again on the show what we want to do is like, after we interview all our partners and, get all the backgrounds, we would want to kind of like, combine people, because what you guys are doing would be great with what to pair with what Morgan is doing, for example, or some other people who have, because you could say, are you guys competing? Are you guys actually supporting each other? So definitely a lot of luck with your release. I'm definitely going to try it out the moment we have. Will definitely help me on several stuff that I'm doing. And of course, to other people at Codio. So we'll definitely bring you back on the show. Thank you very much. Hey,
with pleasure.
All right. Yeah, that's great. Great to have you. And of course, you guys at home, hey, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you again at the next Audio show. Ciao, guys.
Bye.
Bye.